Hello, this is Duntov. So today is Monday, August 25th, 2025. So you can see right there, this is the Venetian. And then that's the Palazzo. And you can see there, a lot of people ask me about those little tower cranes on top. Those have been there for years and years. Some reason they stopped construction on this new tower. If we look, all right, you got the two cranes there, but then you can see right here, this is like a facade. That's, that's fake right there. They never finished whatever they're building. I guess they're gonna extend the tower, but I don't know why they stopped, and it's been like this for could be up to 10 years for as far as I know. But a lot of people ask what they're building. They were building like that tower there, but don't know why it stopped. All right, so I have my Pocket 3 today, so I'll put the camera up over the wall. If we look over towards the Treasure Island, we can still see their marquee sign where they're thanking all the employees. If you remember, they closed July last year, so they still got the marquee. The one behind the building, they took this sign off, but as you can see, it's still there. And then we still have the sign over the one main entrance here. They covered up the Mirage words. You can see the white tarp over it. So that's still sitting there, but the one on the other side, the other entrance, they did bring to the Neon Museum. If you haven't been to the Neon Museum, I recommend going to check that out. That's where they call it the Neon Boneyard. It's where they bring all the old signs from around Vegas. So you could check those out. I've been there once. I did the evening one where they light up all the signs. It's really cool. All right, so we got see a little bit of clouds today. We're in what they call monsoon season. Chance of rain every day for the next few days. So we'll see if we get some. Up by my house, we haven't gotten any. All right, so we get a good view of the new guitar tower here. So let's zoom in. The first thing I noticed when I was walking up, if you look at this front tower crane, all right, so we did notice last week that they made it taller. So we can see right there, but then I didn't notice that they had now they're putting this bracing. You can see it there against the building. So this front tower got the bracing, and I don't think the back one has any yet. Let's take a look. It doesn't look like it. So on this camera, this is as far as I could zoom in. All right, but we get a good view. I know when I was up on the Treasure Island parking deck, I was talking about all the shoring being off, but if we look at this bottom level, we can see they still have that all in place here. It's all this scaffolding looking stuff. And we could see some of the rebar cages laying down right there. All right, we're just gonna pan around and see what we could see them doing. right, we can see right there. I know I asked about these. I don't know if it was my last video or not, but that's what they use to make the different floors. And I wondered how they took them out. And we can see how it looks like they're sliding that one out right now. We can see you could see the crane. Looks like they're pulling that one out. I'm just trying to see if it looks like it's moving or not. All right, we'll keep an eye on that, see if they lift that out. Because obviously we can see that it's hooked up, but on the viewfinder, it's hard for me to tell. It looks like they might be moving some of the cables around to strap it in. All right, but while we're up here looking, we could see these. You can see the forms with the rebar right there on the top edge there. That's, you know, to start making the shape of the guitar tower. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but the shape is going. You know, where the side of the guitar is going to have the curve. So that is going. All right, it looks like this thing, they're moving it a little bit more. That's a big piece right there. Get a good view of this, how big that thing is, how tall it is. They really added a lot of sections to it. I'm gonna look around, see if we see any more of these different floor platforms. They usually lay them down in the middle over here. Down this way. I think those might be some of them sitting right back behind this piece of equipment there. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. It looks like they're still working on that piece. I should hear, when they start moving it, I should hear them sound off they do the air horn. All right, so going around the internet right now, if you haven't seen it, oh, I just heard the horn, so let me look. If you haven't seen, they are going to have an auction for some of the artwork from around the property. There it goes, they're moving that out. So remember the dolphins that were in the front here but around the volcano? Those are getting auctioned off. A bunch of paintings and prints and some statues. So I'll try to remember to put the link in the description of the video. So check that out. I know some of the dolphins, I checked a couple days ago, they were going for about, right now they're up to about $2,000 some each. So stuff's not cheap. They do have pieces of the volcano, just some of the, basically it was just, painted concrete. But they have pieces of that. They're going for like a 1 by 2 foot piece. They're going for about $400 already. So, but if you want something from the Mirage, check out the auction. The official auction, right now you could bid online, but I think it's September 20th or 22nd, somewhere around there. I think it was September 20th. So you'll be able to buy some memorabilia from the Mirage. All right, now that is a big piece. Are they just moving it up? Could be. I don't know how that works. So they took it out from the floor underneath, and are they going to move it to the next floor that it's needed? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, because if you look next to it, you can see they already have the other one installed there. So that's what it's looking like. Guess that makes it easier. Just take it out one, put it on the next. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's about half of the level. The length of it. Looks like it might be about half the size. So they'll have to put another one on, behind it. All right, but that was actually pretty quick. You could see how quick they pulled it up and swung that one in there. I wonder if they're doing the same right here with this other crane. We could see they were lifting something. All right, I can't tell what that is on the viewfinder right now. All right, so that auction, let me know if you plan on buying anything. I mean, I would have loved to have got something, but like, I don't know if you remember the mermaid statues. They were on the inside of the main entrance, kind of close to the front desk and the atrium area. They were the big bronze, mermaid. I think that was up to $22,000 already when I checked. Some of the stuff is going for a lot. But it'd be pretty cool. All right, I want to work my way around I'm going to head towards to the left down there towards Caesar's Palace. Put it up over the wall that way. If you remember, a month ago, they were tearing down some more building down that way. So I want to go see what, if it should be cleared up now, and then we'll see what's going on. Get a view on the other side of this guitar tower, because normally if I'm at the Venetian, I'm kind of straight on the edge, or from Treasure Island side, I'm always on this side. So we're gonna go around, check it out, and see what's going on there. All right, so they do have this walkway covered over here, being, I guess, since it's so close to the crane. when they're swinging that over, it used to come like right by the edge of the property here, so I guess they had to do it. All right, as I'm walking this way over here, you can hear the annoying music that's always playing. That's actually, we can see speakers right by that Walgreens. So that's where they always have the music, and then the Wax Museum is the one that has the other annoying stuff. So we'll go down this way. Hopefully we don't hear all that noise too much. Let me look up over here. I don't know if I could see much. All right, you can see how they got the poles right in the way here. So that's the best you could do, I guess, unless you stick I'd have to stick my selfie stick way up through there. But it's almost here at the end now, so we'll see what we can find. Okay, so now I'm on this other side. And when I was here last week shooting on through the Treasure Island parking deck, I saw some guys working on, I said it looked like they had some steel beams. So if we check it out, we can see on this side here, we can see the curvature. It looks like they're putting the shape of the guitar in there. If you look at that metal work right there, you can see that's the shape of the guitar starting. So this is the side facing facing Caesar's Palace. So if you look right there, we can see they're getting the shape of the guitar. That's the bottom of the guitar right there. You can see the curve going up. And then if we look, you know, it's going to keep continuing up the side here. So wonder if that means they're going to start putting the glass in soon. Or at least the framing for all of that, so they could start enclosing everything. All right, then if you look at this curve, if you keep continuing that curve up, and then you see the top over there right by the blue the clouds and stuff in the sky, you can see how they got the rebar cages going at that little angle, so that should keep continuing right around that way. So there you go, we got some of the facade, or whatever you would call it, is going in. Right, if we look over here, most of the shoring on this side is gone. We just got a little bit over here. All right, I just heard the horn, like they're gonna move something. We'll keep an eye. Oh, there you go. You can see. Is that one lifting something? Oh yeah, they're swinging something around with that. You can see the shadow on the building. All right, so right back in there where that orange crane is, that's where the atrium used to be. Looks like they opened that up a little bit more. If you remember, some of the, before it still just had the opening where they still had the steel structure around the roof area, where it looks like they cleaned all that out. All right, we got some canopy here. I don't know what's there. I'm not sure what that is. We got all them red and black pipes. Not sure exactly what that's used for. All right, let me pan around on that. I think of it, I thought there was like a drill rig over on this side that I saw. Oh yeah, right there. So that might be parts of, you know, they're drilling something.
Hey, Steve, is that like a camera up there?
Yep, you can see it right here.
That's neat. So, oh, you just hook it up to your phone?
You can, just so if you extend it like that so you could control it and spin it around. And
yeah, I need to get something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, ain't it?
What's the name of it?
It's a Osmo Pocket 3.
How much it run?
About 500.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You're welcome. All right, someone asking about the camera I'm using. Saw me having it up on the pole here. All right, so we got the drill rig here, so not sure what we're going to be working on right here, but there you go. All right, I don't know if you saw when I was panning around showing him how the camera worked. We're going to check out this marquee sign over here right on this would be the southeast corner by Caesar's Palace. You're going to see that they are actually working on the sign. They're like, looks like they're stripping off, you know, the covering. We can see the guys right there. Now, from what I heard these are going to stay. I'm assuming they're going to stay, because I'm sure these signs aren't cheap to build. But it looks like, you know, they're cleaning off. You can see here, it looks like you got the white part here. That even has the gold in between, where they're taking that off, I guess, to, you know, make it their own, so it doesn't look like the old Mirage stuff. And again, they put the tarp to cover the Mirage. Even though they took the lighted sign part off, you could still see that stuff. Let's check out the old tower. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about here with the way the paint just. I think the tower's over here somewhere. There it is. If you look right at the top, you could barely see the Mirage name up there. And you could see it better on this one here.
Use your player's card during our player payback slot and video poker promotion, and we'll cover your first $20 of loss. Wow, let me repeat that. We'll cover your first $20 of loss.
All right, so that's interesting there. We're going to start seeing the shape of the guitar taken, with the metal work here. And we could see this front tower crane. It offloaded the big floor form that they were moving. We can see how it moved now over. So, pretty cool. All right, I'm going to move down a little bit more. We're going to try to get a look at that area that they tore out. The lower building down this way. So, I'm going to move on down a little bit more. All right, right here, I don't know if you can see it, we got the marquee and then Penta. So this is over here at gate 1. All right, the sun now is out right behind me, so it's right on my viewfinder, but. All right, so this was the area where they tore out that lower building. We can see the excavators that are sitting over there now. But it was all like in this area. But if we look, you could actually see straight through. You can see back there. So that is, let's show you, you can see the two cranes up there. That's the theater area, and that's the area where they built the new HVAC room. So that's right back there. Let me move down a little bit. It got really bright. I was standing right next to that Penta sign, and just the white reflection was blinding me. So all right, let's get a good side view of this. So right where I'm standing now, this is where the other entrance was that had that Mirage sign that they took to the Neon Museum. So this would be either entrance and exit. It was like a big horseshoe loop. There we go. Time to eat. I first started hearing that horn, I was thinking I'm like, wow, some of the equipment got a fancy horn there. So I guess I'm not surprised that it was a food truck. All right, then we get a little closer view of them working on this sign. Looks like they just went down. Yep, they're moving down right now. Hard for me to make out, but it kind of looks like they were holding like little pieces of that, like white squares. But it's very bright behind me, so I can't really make it out too well. But if I had to guess, I'd say that's what it is. It's the white panels they're taking off. You can see right there. All right, I just heard the horn again. Let's take a look. See what they're lifting up right now. Not used to all the clouds. Usually we don't have this many clouds around. All right, so I got confused for a second. I saw those two cranes, thought they were the tower cranes. All right, we can see this front crane's moving something around right now. Okay, so I'm happy I came around to this south-facing side. Get a good view of the shape of the bottom of the guitar with the still going in. So if you aren't subscribed and you would like to follow along with this build, please give me a follow at Raiders1967. Get updates on this hard rock transformation and new guitar tower, as well as the athletics ballpark getting built on the old Tropicana site. And again, if there's anything that you like about the channel or about the video, please give me a thumbs up. That just helps. That helps out the channel a little, just with the thumbs up. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I will talk with you guys next time.